This is Sister Sheila, and now we will read about the story of Jonah. And let us read together. Jonah tries to run from God, and we can see it in Jonah chapter 1. There was a man named Jonah. God told Jonah to go to Nineveh and go warn your enemies to change their ways. Instead of Nineveh, Jonah went to Joppa, got on a ship and sailed for Spain. He thought this way he could run away from God. But even Jonah couldn't run away from God. God is everywhere. Jonah disobeyed, so God sent a terrible storm. Show how the boat went back and forth, up and down. Now show how the boat went away up and way down. The sailors didn't know what to do. First, they threw all the cargo overboard. They woke Jonah. What did you do to make God send a storm? Jonah said, "This storm is all my fault. Throw me overboard and you'll be safe." The sailor didn't notice too, but they had no choice. They picked up Jonah in one, and there, they threw Jonah in the water. You can see Jonah and the big fish. You can see it in Jonah chapter 1, verse 4. For 3 days and nights, Jonah stayed in big fish belly. Finally, Jonah prayed and said he was sorry. Then God had the fish spitting out on the beach. God still wanted Jonah to go to Nineveh, not Spain or everywhere else. Nineveh. So this time, what did Jonah do? Finally, he went to Nineveh. Guess what? Ninevites listened. "Oh, we're so sorry," they cried. They put on clothes that they looked like sacks to show God how sorry they were. And they really meant it too. Even the king was so sorry. He took off his rich robes and put on sackcloth like the rest of Ninevites. God forgave the Ninevites. They heard his message and obeyed. And that's what God wanted. Everyone pray and ask God to save them. When God chose to forgive the Ninevites, Jonah was not happy. He was mad and went off by himself. God caused a plant to grow and shade Jonah. Then God made a worm attack the plant and make it die. No, Jonah was really mad, but God told Jonah, "You care about the plant. Think of how much more care about all those men and women and children. This is the reason why I sent you to Nineveh." We can see in the story of Jonah that it's really important to obey God. As we can see, Jonah, God instructed him to go to Nineveh. Instead, Jonah stayed away. Sometimes too, we are like Jonah. We are high calling from God, but due to fear, or sometimes we think about what will happen to us. We disobey God. We can see in the story is God is a merciful God, even though we have lack of mistakes and weaknesses. If we follow God, if we obey Him, God will answer us. And He is not too late to forgive His people. God bless.